Hi everyone, Karen from Stitches and Things. We are down in Meetung, close to Lakes Entrance in Victoria, just a small wool shop, but we love to create. So today I'm going to show you how to do this drop stitch that we have used in our painted ripples scarf kit. If you want to purchase the kit, there is a link attached, and you can go and have a look and pick yourself up a gorgeous kit to make this scarf. So take a look at our little video on how to do.
Okay, here's a close-up of our scarf, and you can see that we've got this ripple happening. So for the ripple, all we've done in this 5-stitch patch here is we've put some extra loops on our needles, and then when we've gone to the following row, we've dropped those loops off, which has made our stitch really sloppy. And by making a sloppy stitch, we have been able to make this nice long loopy bit. So this is the right side of our work. So you can see our wrong side has the other colour showing through. With this scarf, what we have done is we have done 2 plain knit rows for our solid colour, and a drop row or a wind row and a drop row in our main colour, and then we change. So it's 2 rows of each, and we carry the yarn up the side, which I'll show you in just a second. All right, I'll get rid of that one. Here's the little sample that I've made. I've made the colours quite contrasting so that we can see them quite easily, and it's a little shorter than the other one. So what I'm going to do firstly is to show you how to join in yarn. A lot of people not too sure how to join in a new colour. In the case of this one, we're only joining in down here. We're not going to be joining in anywhere else. We're going to join it in once, and then we're going to drop one colour. You can see I've got 2 colours on the go here. We're going to drop one colour, pick up the other colour, and you can see that little bit on the edges where we're carrying that up the side. Now with the painted ripple scarf kit, you'll find that your colours have quite a lot of variation, and it will look neater than that because the colours blend more, whereas these are a contrast. All right, so let's join in another colour. Just to do a join, I'll just do a couple of stitches of the join just so that we can see. So I've got a bit of brown here. So all I do when I change colours is I drop this one. Now I am using circular needles because that's my preference, but this scarf can be knitted on straight needles. I just put my needle in there as if I'm going to knit, and then I'm just going to drape that. So there's, whoops, drape this yarn over. So no knots, just, you can just see the tail there. Hang on to it. Do that first stitch. The second stitch, I'll use both yarns. Then I'll do another stitch. Get rid of that tail. It's in the way. Once I've done 4 stitches, then I'll actually give these both a pull. That'll be all nice and tight in there. And that's all we need to do. So that there, if you want to, you can tie that on when you come back, but I generally don't, just sew the ends in. So that's as easy as that to change colours in your yarn. So I'll just get rid of these, and I'll continue. So we'll pull up the I'll pull up the colour that we're using. The yellow is what we're doing for this next row, and we'll have a go at this. All right, so in this pattern we've done a wave here, so we've just got five flat stitches to do. So this is the one I've just finished with. I'm going to put that aside. So I'm always going to push this one to the back, and I'm going to pull this one up the front. It just gives us a uniform wrap, and we're going to just bring it up quite loosely. We don't want this edge to be pulling. We want this edge to have some stretch. So the yellow is the one I'm going to use, or the butter colour. And in this case, for this row, so what I'll do with this, the same as I did just then, is I'll do a few stitches, and then I'll tighten up that first stitch so that we don't have any loose bits at the end. So in this particular row, we're starting with 5 straight stitches. I'll just give that one a pull so that's all nice and tight. So okay, so our wrap. So with this one, we're going to insert our needle in. We're going to wrap it completely over as if we're going to knit it, but we're not going to knit it. We're going to wrap it over again. So now it's got 2 stitches and we're going to complete it. So you can see we've created 1 extra stitch on there. So this is a set of 5. So that's our first stitch. Our second stitch in the set of 5, we're going to go around twice plus our net stitch. So that's 3 times. This one, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and our net stitch. 4, so you can see that's got 4 extra. Now we're going to go back the other way. We're going to do 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do 2 on this one, 1, 2 on this one, and then we're down to knitting 5 flat stitches, or just ordinary knit stitches. And then we're going to do our wrap again. So we're going to start low, small, short wrap, which is how we're getting our ripple, because we're adding a whole lot of yarn here. 1, 2, we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 on this one. 1, 2, 3, and 2 on this one. 1, 2, and then we're going to knit our last 5 stitches. So that was our wrap row. So that was pretty easy. There are more repeats in the actual scarf. I've only got, I think, 25 stitches on here, whereas the scarf has more. So you can see now we've got a whole lot of extra stitches on there. So if we counted all those loops, there'd be tons more. So we're going to turn it around. We're going to knit another row of this yellow colour, but this time, now I knit continental, so to speed things up, I'm going to hold my yarn in the other hand. So we're going to do our knit row. So every stitch that is a normal stitch, so you can tell it's a normal stitch because the yarn on both sides is going into that stitch below, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, so that's our 5. So when we look at this next one, that one there, you can see goes into that stitch, so we know that that's the stitch we have to knit. But the extra stitch just dropped off. See, they've got extra, so knit into that leg, and then all of those drop off. Knit into that leg, and all of those drop. So we've got this great big baggy thing happening that is supposed to be happening. I'll change hands to regular. So knit it, drop all those off. So you know which stitch to knit because it's the actual leg that, so all we're doing is knitting across this row. And by knitting across this row, so there's obviously some plain knit stitches here, and here we go. So here's one that's got the wrap. So there's our wrap, there's our regular stitch. Put your needle into the leg that's attached to the row below, put that in, knit it, drop that extra one off. Okay, drop those 2 off. So this one will have more to drop off. All of those gone. It feels a bit strange, and people that are firm knitters get a bit freaked out because they think that they're making this horrible sloppy mess. And yes, you are, but it's a means to an end. It will give you a nice row. And once I've just got to this end, here we go. So you can see that looks pretty awful, but when we pull it down, it will work. Once we've put the next row in, the plain colour row, it will look completely different. See how it looks awful? Don't worry, it'll be fine. So what we did before, we had this one, we put this one was the one we're dropping. This is the one we're picking up. Put this over the top so that we've wrapped it the same way. And I am just going to quickly knit this row across so we can see. Now you're going to find that some of these stitches are, I'm going to call them ugly, quite ugly, because they, this is what happens when you try and hurry. They're going to be very sloppy. You're going to think that, so you can see these ones are super sloppy. Like they, if you did that in regular knitting, you'd be freaking out. But we're not going to freak out. We're just going to knit this row, pretend it's not a sloppy, horrible row, and There we go, just nearly there. It is quite weird knitting that row because it's so loose. Come on, get in there. All right, so now that we have that row done, and we're going to knit one row back, but so you can see. So what we do now is we pull it down to get all those stitches even along here. So see how this row all looks nice and even now. Anything that doesn't look even, just pull it down. And there we go. If I pull it down onto the cable. So this one here, see how this is sort of popping out? Once the scarf is stretched out, that ones that are popping out will look fine. It will all work. But on the needles and as it sits now, they look a bit odd, but it will work out. The following row, I'll just quickly knit across this row, and we'll come back to show you the next wrap row because it is slightly different. Okay, so we've done that second row, the magic of the interwebs. We've done that second row. So yellow is our next colour, so we're going to pick our yellow up and put it over the top of there. So as you can see here, the rows are offset. We've got these we've got 2 repeats. These have got 3. So by us pushing this one up, it makes a gap. If we actually pull that down onto here, the cable's a bit, so that's down, that's up, that's down, and we'll fill in the gaps with those. So let's just go, and so we're going to use the yellow. So the yellow, what's happening now is this is the start of the row. If we start the row with our wrap, it ends up too baggy on the side. So this one, even though it's a set of 5, we're not going to wrap this first stitch. Our second stitch, we're going to wrap around twice, 3 times. So the twice one should have been here, but we leave that out for this row because we don't want that side to be too baggy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So they're all sets of 5s. 1, 2, and then we have just 5 plain stitches. This is so easy, but it's so effective. A lot of people look at these when they come to the shows or the shop and they go, oh, I could never do that. I lost count, but that's okay. We're just going to wing it. So we're going to start a wrap. So I might end up with an extra one at the end, but for the purpose of this exercise, it doesn't matter. 3 times around and knit it through. 4 times around, 2, 3, 4 times around, and knit it through. 3 and 2. So with our kit, we give you the 2 different coloured balls of yarn and the pattern. There is the explanation on the pattern on how we've done the wrap row. But I actually find this pattern pretty fun because it's not too boring. Yeah, I've got an extra stitch. I'll just knit it. It's not too boring because there's something going on, but it's not too tricky. And because we're changing colours, we don't really have to count. So long as we go up and back, it's, we don't have to count how many we've done. So that needs an extra wrap. So it's pretty sort of simple because you can't really get lost. You've got a visual here, whether you're doing a flat part or a wrapped part. So yeah, it is actually quite a nice one to knit because it's not too boring and we don't need to wrap the last one. We're only going to do a single knit stitch on the last one. All right, so if I was to continue there, I would knit across here in the yellow, dropping those extra stitches as I went. I would drop the yellow here and I would pick up the turquoise and knit backwards and forwards. It's as simple as that. So once it's done, if you give it a dampen and steam it to get it all to behave, that is the extent of it. And we've put, so with the, I'm just going to get rid of that. With this scarf, we've gone till all of this one is gone. This one ran out first because the drop row takes a little more yarn, and with the leftovers of that, I've just divided it up and put a nice chunky fringe so that there was no wastage on that. So that's as easy as that. So painted ripples. So the painted is the yarn that changes colour. So we've got a colour changing yarn, and then we've got a plain yarn to set it off, and it's actually quite a decent length scarf. That's it. Get stuck into the Painted Ripples scarf.
Thanks everyone for watching. Grab yourself a kit. If you get stuck, I'm always available by messenger or on the phone. If you get stuck, I'm always happy to help. And now you've got a little video. You can re-watch this video on Craft TV. And I've got other videos on YouTube. I think I've got a different drop stitch on YouTube if you're stuck. But yes, we are always available. Our phone number is on the pattern, and so is our email address. So enjoy knitting the Painted Ripple scarf. Thank you, everyone.